welcome to a new interview with the Enterprise World magazine. Today's guest is a visionary leader transforming the way law firms approach technology, efficiency, and client experiences. She's the Vice President at Optimize My Firm, a company dedicated to driving digital transformation in legal practices, helping firms streamline operations, enhance productivity, and embrace innovation. Please join me in welcoming one of the most visionary women leaders of making a digital transformation for law firms in 2025, Ms. Lindsey Busfield. Lindsey, thank you so much for being on this show and welcome to the show.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's our honor. So let's get started and we'll talk a little bit about your leadership journey. So what early experiences or influences shaped your mindset and inspired you to pursue a career in legal technology and digital transformation?
That's always a funny question because nobody ever is a child thinking that they're going to grow up and be, running an SEO agency that's going to work with law firms. It's just not a job that a lot of kids think that they're going to have when they grow up. And so I grew up not really being a techie, not really into technology or even having an understanding of how the internet worked. But I was raised in a family where our family motto was just say yes. And so when you're presented with new opportunities to grow and challenge your boundaries and even challenge your comfort zone, say yes. There's no harm in learning something new. And so I was working at a law firm as a temp, trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life, with my philosophy degree, with my project management certificate. And I was given the opportunity to learn about SEO because nobody else really wanted to. And so I said yes to that opportunity and I fell in love with it. And I fell in love with the strategy and the creativity and the competitiveness. And it really suited to my personality and my skill sets. And I've been following that ever since.
That's fantastic. I think it's a standard example of grabbing the opportunity at the right time and turning it into a blessing. So yeah, congratulations, Lindsey. So at what point did you realize that Optimize My Firm could go beyond providing software solutions, like creating a true impact on how law firms operate and serve their clients?
So I started with Optimize My Firm about 7 or 8 years ago. And for me, being able to see the results of the strategy once it's implemented. For example, we were working with a client and are still working with a client who started out as a small law firm in California. And this is the kind of guy that he deserves to work with as many clients who would be blessed to use his services. He is a great lawyer. He has a wonderful understanding of how the laws work and how to represent clients in a way to really maximize the difference that he's making in his life. So to see our strategy implemented on his website and consequently to see his law firm grow and expand and bring on new attorneys and bring on new office locations and in the larger picture, bring on more clients and make an impact in his community, that was where I really saw that we were doing something different and that we're doing something meaningful and valuable, not just for our own business and not necessarily for our clients' businesses, but in a larger scope, really making a positive difference in the communities by boosting up the rankings and credibility and visibility of the law firms that we're working with.
That's very passionate and purpose-driven. Leading a firm-focused tech company requires a lot of strategic thinking, adaptability, and also vision. So what are some of your personal values, qualities, habits that have been most important and that have helped you grow as a leader and as a person?
So the biggest thing for me was getting over my own ego and realizing that I don't have to know how to do everything. I don't have to be the best at SEO. I don't have to be the best writer. I don't have to be the best leader, but I have to hire the best people. And I have to lean into my team and really trust what they are capable of and empower them to make decisions that are going to move the needle for our clients. So for me, the value that I really try to embrace is the faith that I have in my team and being able to delegate appropriately and then trust them to do their jobs right.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I think recognizing talent is key for growth, organizations growth. So that's really great. In your journey, in your experiences, who or what has influenced your leadership style and approach the most, like innovation, technology wise? And are there like any mentors that you follow, or there are philosophies or specific experiences that have shaped your journey along the way?
There is one motto that has really stuck with me through the years, and I really wish that I knew who I could attribute this phrase to, but the phrase is hire hard and manage easy. And this has really shaped the way that I build my team. For one, being able to really put the right people in place and be diligent in my vetting process for who I trust to come on to my team, our family, and be able to serve our clients well. That makes my life so much easier on the back end because I know that I can trust the people to do right and to do the job well. And the same is also true for the clients that we bring on. Not everybody is going to be a great fit for our model. So if I can vet our prospective clients well and make sure that they are in the right markets, that they have the right budgets, they have the right goals, and they have the right internal infrastructure for the growth that we're going to help them attain, then it becomes a lot easier to manage those client relationships as well. So having that hire hard, manage easy philosophy throughout our business model makes my life a lot simpler and brings a great working relationship for our employees and a great ROI for our clients.
That's amazing. You're very team focused and also client driven, if I may say so. Many leaders emphasize on discipline, which is a long-term, success mantra. So could you walk us through what a day in your life looks like? Like what are some of the routines or practices that help you keep your focus or make you very productive and help you stay innovative?
I really wish that I could tell you that I wake up at the crack of dawn, drink lots of water, and embrace the sunlight and meditate. I don't do any of that. I have two small kids. That's not going to happen. So my day is a very normal mom day, where this morning my 4-year-old woke me up at 6:58, and we got dressed. I got them fed. I threw a handful of strawberries and some sausage at my kids, got them on the bus, checked my email. But the one thing that really does keep me organized is my to-do list. And I am a very list-oriented person. So I have a spreadsheet on Google Drive that has every single task that I would like to get done. It has the priority, whether it's a high priority, low priority, the date that I would like to get it done by, and then the notes for the status. And I put every little thing into this to-do list, not just so that things don't fall through the cracks, but so that I have a sense of accomplishment as I get things done. And that sense of accomplishment helps me to do whatever next thing is, or helps me to feel accomplished by the end of the day and keeps me motivated to do more. And it's really fun at the end of the month to go through my to-do list and go, wow, I accomplished a lot, or wow, my team was able to do so much for our clients. And by, just this one little thing, I'm able to focus my entire life around it and kind of keep the business moving forward.
I think that's a very honest, relatable, and realistic answer. So that's really great. And also, to-do lists are the best thing. Like, those they are very essential. So they
are that and lots of coffee. So
definitely. So, we'll talk a little bit about the company. So Optimize My Firm actually focuses on empowering law firms with technology. So how has your sense of purpose evolved as the company has grown?
So that's kind of a tough question too, because, what is your sense of purpose, and like, how do you really define this? And for me, my sense of purpose is knowing that I'm making a difference for our clients. And you kind of have to rewind this a little bit backwards into also a sense of fulfillment. And when you look at my trajectory through a career lens, looking at the timeline, I started out with a degree in philosophy. going, what am I going to do with a degree in philosophy? And so, of course, as with 60% of everybody who gets a degree in philosophy, I went to go work at Starbucks. And then from there, I became a high school English teacher, because you can either be a doctor, a lawyer, or a teacher when you grow up. And there wasn't a whole lot of other options out there that I was aware of. So I went and became a teacher. And then I went to go work for my family's business as a project manager in marketing and agricultural compliance. And then I went to go work at a law firm and, discovered a little bit of SEO. And then I met my business partner now, Len, and he was looking for somebody who had writing experience, project management experience, legal experience, and SEO experience, and can build a platform that was very similar to the compliance platform that I had already put in place. And I lucked out so hard, because all of the best things of this random background that I had were put together into this unicorn position for me. And now I'm taking all of the favorite things from everything that I've ever done and putting them together in this magical position where I'm able to grow a business, be creative, be strategic, be competitive, and connect with communities all in one. And through that, I have found my purpose and I have found my fulfillment, and it's really exciting.
That's an awesome answer. And it's very commendable, because you've had a long and a very unique journey. But with all of the different roles that you've served, it has only and only helped you. It's like a thing that you should always learn and continuously improve when on the job, which helps you, identify what your real talent is in the long run. So yeah, that's very inspiring. So with all of the businesses that you handle, how is it when you balance growth, client needs, innovations? What are some of the principles that guide the decision making in such high competitive business world?
So the way that I try to look at this in terms of business development and making sure that everything is kind of flowing at the right pace is a principle that I learned while I was an English teacher. And this is a matter of scaffolding and putting in the right supports at the right time so that you are growing at a pace that is moving the business forward, but it's also sustainable. And so, for example, I am constantly trying to balance, getting new clients with having the right team in place, because I don't want to have more, the more clients I have, the more work it is for my writing team. So I need to make sure that I'm hiring before they get burnt out, but I can't hire too quickly or else I'm not going to have the client base to support that growth. And so it's a balancing act and making sure that I have the right metrics in place for what my team is realistically capable of. And once I start to approach that threshold, making sure that I'm putting in the right support for them to keep them from getting burnt out and asking too much of them, and doing that in a timely manner, knowing that there is going to be a lag time before I can get either a new client in or get a new employee in, and being aware of those thresholds to make sure that everything kind of balances out for sustainable growth.
That's superb. So this brings me to the last question of the segment one. Looking back, what is that one piece of advice that you'd like to give to your younger self at the start of your professional journey? How would you deal with all of the challenges, setbacks, anything, any piece of advice?
Oh man, if I could go back and give myself one piece of advice, is just trust that it will all come together. And the more self-reflection that you can do in whatever position that you're in, find whatever you love about what you're doing now and carry that over to the next thing. And then marry that together with whatever you love about the next step, and keep building and growing until you find yourself in a place that is authentic to who you are and really is fulfilling for the time that you're putting into it.
That's really wise wisdom right there, if I may say so. So let's, we've quickly wrapped up the segment one. So let's move on to the segment two, which is the rapid fire round. So one word answers only quickly. One word that defines you as a leader.
Innovative.
A daily non-negotiable in your routine.
Coffee.
One misconception about digital transformation in law firms that you'd like to correct.
That not all SEO agencies suck.
Right. Favorite book? Which is your favorite book?
Oh man, there's a unicorn book that I read to my kids every night, and it's called The Magical Unicorn.
That's great. Who's your favorite mentor?
I had 3 teachers, so Jan Davis, Brian Libby, and 𝗂𝗂𝘁𝗍𝗂.
Early mornings, are you an early morning person or late nights? Like, when do you do your best work?
Neither. So I like sleep, and so I will sleep in as late as possible, and I will go to bed probably around 10:30 every night after watching an hour of TV.
That's very honest. What is your leadership mantra in one sentence?
Hire hard, manage easy.
That's great. If not legal tech, what or which other industry would you have explored or, like pursued?
Something in maybe comedy or product development.
That's really great. So yeah, this brings us to the end of the rapid fire, which is very fun and quick. So let's move on to the segment third. So this is about giving advice, Lindsey. So you've had a very demonstrated career, a long, far-fetched journey. You've come very far. So what is that one message that you'd like to give to young, aspiring leaders and entrepreneurs in the digital transformation industry who are very unsure how to start their journey? Like, what is the first step? How do they do it?
Talk to people. Really take the time to get to know other people. Talk to them about their careers, talk to them about their lives, and figure out what parts of their journeys you would like to emulate, and ask them how they did those things.
Yeah, I think that's really great advice. So let's move on to the final and the last segment, which is called like the future segment. So let's look ahead. What key trends do you believe will shape the legal technology and digital transformation in law firms, in the upcoming times? And also, especially for companies who are aiming to empower firms and enhance the digital client experiences?
So the big thing that's on everybody's mind right now is AI. And I think that this is something that law firms absolutely cannot ignore. And right now, the market is getting flooded with different AI softwares that are taking some of the more cumbersome burdens off of law firms. And this is ranging everything from depositions to file organization to paralegal work to intake work. So, I mean, really, AI software is being developed to handle just about every piece of law firm functionality. And I think that in the future, it would be difficult to run your law firm effectively and efficiently without adapting some of the AI that's coming out. That being said, I would not run in too quickly for a lot of these different AI softwares that are coming out. And I give a word of caution with them, especially when it comes to some of the most important pieces of your business operation. And one that comes to mind is your intake. I've been working with a client who had implemented an AI chatbot that is an audio, they pick up the phone when somebody calls, and they are imitating a human, and they are trying to pass as a human conversation. And 5 times out of 6, it resulted in the prospective client hanging up or being incredibly frustrated. And this is not what you want as the face of your company, because you don't know how many thousands of dollars you just lost by having this prospective client hang up. So with some of these softwares that are coming out, wait until they've come to their 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th iteration so that the bugs are shaken out. Don't be that guinea pig. Don't pay money to be that guinea pig, especially when you are risking losing prospective clients and potentially doing damage to your reputation and throwing thousands of dollars out the door because you were a little too eager to let AI take over some of the pieces that you don't like to handle yourself.
I think that's a very, very insightful answer, and definitely has the future, but we need to be very cautious and careful before we step ahead. So yeah, that's a fantastic answer. So Lindsey, this brings us to the end of the interview, but before we bid our goodbyes, I want to just give you a small vote of thanks. So Lindsey, thank you so much for sharing with us your journey, your leadership, your vision, and your innovative approach that drives Optimize My Firm's remarkable impact. You are very precise, you're very prompt, and you're very positive. So I love the energy that you have. I think you're an absolute go-getter. So that's an inspiration and influence to many out there. So for all of our viewers at the Enterprise World magazine, we will be back with such insightful conversations, spotlighting leaders who are shaping the future of business, technology, and professional services right here on the Enterprise World magazine. Thank you so much, Lindsey. It was great. It was lovely meeting you and talking with you, and I hope that you have a great rest of the day as well.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Bye. Take care.